viewers.
Welcome, everybody, to our very special last-minute edition of Cat Power, hosted by the wonderful Mellie Leah, who at the very last minute said, "Sure, I'll do this." Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Um, so again, your donations can influence the story, and Mellie can kind of go through what the donations will do. But yeah, feel free to throw it at that. It allows you to influence the story. It enters you into a raffle, and it helps kitty cats. So win-win-win. Looks like we're at $1,167 now, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can reach our next milestone. And I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and just hand that on off to Mellie.
Hi guys, I'm Mellie, and I will be running Cat Power, the game. We have an intrepid group of cats with us today. Now, what has happened in Cat Power is the neighborhood has changed. Power has shifted. Territories have been stolen. There has been a hostile takeover by the enemy. What was a patchwork of neighboring territories all of our wonderful cats had is now all thrown up in disarray. Their villainous leader, the enemy's villainous leader, has upended our wonderful cats' lives and their homes. So let's let our players and our cats introduce themselves. We'll start with Josh.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh. I will be playing Fishbone the alley cat. He's white. Oh, I'm Josh. I use he, him pronouns also. Sorry, that one always, I remember like 3 sentences into my conversation of an introduction. But he's mostly white with some brown spots, specifically one over his eye. That's a wishbone play on words there for
Nice.
anyone who's not
A baby.
Yeah.
Feel old now.
And Fishbone has, broken away from the chains of his what he thinks is inferior overlords and preaches the good gospel throughout the neighborhoods and alleys of this, breaking away from the oppressors and being your own cat.
All right.
I did lose an allotment that had great mousing.
Each cat lost something in this hostile takeover that was very dear to them. But each cat has a gift. Josh, did you say what your cat's gift is?
I did not. So my cat's gift is me convincingly blend in with enemy agents.
Now, Fishbone can only do this twice per game, as can all cats with their gifts. So let's learn about our other cats and players. Ari, would you like to tell us about you and your cat?
And she's also muted.
Yeah, I think you might be muted.
Yeah, because Dan and I are in the same exact room, so when he's talking, I can't have my mic on. We learned that with Phasmophobia.
Yep.
I'm Ari. I use she, they pronouns. I'll answer to anything, but I am playing Louise, but also known as Wheezy. I was going to be a Major Tom, but Kimberly stole that. So I'm just a Moggy, which I looked up, and it's just a regular cat. It's like a mutt, but I'm just a cat. But my gift is called Once More with Feeling, although it should be feline. Use one of your feats even if you're out of cat power. So I guess it's an inducement for me to use up all my cat power. But
And what did the enemy take from you?
My sister and I used to roam these streets and keep everybody in line, and we hung out in an abandoned house because it's the best place for mousing, and we were just the best mousers. But my sister went up to the wrong person and they shot her in the eye. So
Oh, no.
our humans, once they she got her eye removed, our humans decided she needed to stay inside because her depth perception is not the best. She can barely jump over the fence. So I'm on my own now, and they took my house, they took my sister, and they took my mice.
Based on a true story.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was your
The
character's name
enemy
again?
is strong and smart.
What?
What was your character's name?
Wheezy.
Wheezy.
Said
Gotcha.
one-eyed cat is actually on stream right now.
Yes. She's over there.
All right.
Mhm.
Squeaky.
Hello, I'm Squeaky. She, her. I am going to be playing Binks, who is my real cat, who is right there. She's eating her food. I
Good
went
girl.
with Major Tom, but she's a girl, so she's a major queen. She is also just a major queen.
She's a major queen.
She is fucking prissy bitch. And so her power is, or her gift is ground control, which means she can force an enemy agent away from a place you can see,
I get it.
which is very, very in character for this little crazy person. She sees another cat and it needs to be brutally beaten. She's very territorial. So, yep, that's Spinks. Yeah, so her thing that was taken away was also an abandoned house where she could like go. Maybe it was the same one. I don't know, but it was where she could go to like get away from her human who always wants to snuggle her. Snuggles
Based on a true story.
based on a true story.
All right.
I
And
suppose
Zoob.
I am the last. Salutations, creatures of the night. It is I, Zoob the Mad, once again in your airwaves. He, him pronouns. And I will be playing Mordecai, the witch's apprentice, as it
Nice.
were, who has lost during the great fall of the neighborhood. I have lost a perfect, immaculate Amazon box that was unlawfully stolen from me, and I demand retribution.
Those are like housing nowadays for cats. They're just like rare and expensive.
Every time I get an Amazon
Yeah.
package, Binks, I got you a box.
And my Valentina does the same. Now, this is how the game is going to go. So, since there's been this hostile takeover, you will all have been contacted by a small black cat to meet at an overgrown garden lot that has a small natural water feature that looks almost like someone has made a waterfall out of brick. And there are overgrown bushes all around. You all have your full 5 cat power. You all have your ability to use your gifts twice during this game. Now, for our audience, you may influence the game in certain ways. $1 donation will allow you to re-roll any dice or add another use of their cat's gift. The cat gift is like the Who Me, ground control, once more with feeling, omen. Those are all of the cat gifts. Right now, they can only use them twice during the game, but if you'd like to help them out, donate $1 and they can either re-roll a dice or get another use of their gift. You can give a cat 1 more cat power by donating $2. Helping or hurting, $5. You can either add an obstacle or a helpful thing for our cats. $5 will also get you some magical shenanigans if you would like. Add a magical creature to the neighborhood, just for flavor. $10 allows you to create an NPC. So here we go into cat power. Now, you have each in your own homes have been approached by a small black cat with big green eyes who has run up to you and said, "Quick, hurry, the garden lot in 5 minutes." And she runs up to each one of you, wherever you are, and tells you this. And she looks very concerned. Her tail is a little poofed out. She tells you this. She doesn't wait for you to answer, and she dashes off.
She was fun.
I immediately go to the garden lot. A little if there's any previous watchers, for all my one shots, I always made like an evil character or what I perceived as evil, and they were always money grubbing. So Fishbone is very much all about cat kind and like sees this little green cat like in a tizzy and rushes to the garden.
Oh, that's adorable.
I'd take my
All
sweet
right.
ass time, but I'll
Yeah.
to get there.
Louise just saunters over. She gets there about 15 minutes late.
I got some things to sniff and to be twitchy about.
Really
5
pretty.
minutes
What
cat time,
do?
right?
Well,
Man.
she gets to the actual garden after 10 minutes, or just 10 minutes late, but then she like meanders. They can see her the whole time, but she's just stopping, kind of licking her leg, meanders some more.
I put on the cloak that my benefactor has given me. I don't
my
call her
gosh.
my owner; she is my benefactor.
Nice.
And I move
That's
post
fantastic.
haste to the garden.
Wait, I want to
Once
know
you
what the
arrive at
cloak
the
looks
garden-
like. Is
Kinda
it like
looks-
little
cloak.
or?
it's a little like one of those little like dog shirts that has like a little thing for the
Oh
head.
my gosh. Excellent.
Once you all arrive in the garden, you see the cat sitting next to this still running waterfall. The water is far enough away from her that she is not even in danger of getting her whiskers wet. She, as each of you, as she sees you, she says, "Come, quick, over here. It's not safe over there. Come on, by the water."
Go over the water and go.
That's fine. That's fine. Smack the yes, good. Smack the water. Yes, we want the water.
What
Okay.
is the meaning of this summons?
You guys, my name is Valentina, and I'm new to the neighborhood, but I have to tell you, I found out something horrible. You know how things have been-
Valentina, do you have overlords?
Not as such. I mean, I am a cat. I have humans that are under my protection.
So you're still
overlords.
shackled to the inferior ones.
Mhm.
After you tell us what's
taken-
wrong, I would love to have a talk with you.
You can, but you understand, it was my choice, actually. There was a human who desperately needed me. She was so anxious and so lonely. And
Mm.
so I just felt like out of the goodness out of my heart, I had to be with her. And
Fishbone.
sometimes I have to do other things for cat kind. And I hope that she understands that and isn't lonely right now. Because right now we are all in mortal danger.
Fishbone has a teeny tiny like pamphlet. It was like, let me give you my literature.
Literature.
Let's hear what's going on, but take this for later.
Okay, yes, that'll be very useful later. Now, this is upsetting. I'm sure you are aware of the overlords, as you called them, their spawn. I think they're called children. We have some meddling kids in this neighborhood who are trying to summon a demon in that abandoned house. That's next to, I believe it's your house, Louise. And they have also taken over the allotment nearby, and they plan to summon this demon. But this is crucial. They hate water. So as long as we are near this waterfall, they will never come near here because they hate water.
Are they teenage boys? That makes
I
sense.
nudge Mordecai and go, well, cuz this sounds like this is more your thing than ours, so
What matter of demonic sorcery would spurn them forward to summon such monstrosities in our fine neighborhood?
I'm not sure, but I know that their leader, he's a bad egg. His name is Braden Murphy.
I know
I
that
heard him
child.
talking.
He shot
I
my
heard.
he shot
Yes.
my little sister.
Yes, he has a BB gun. All of the other kids thinks it's cool, and he wants to go and shoot cats with it. But he also wants to summon this demon.
Doesn't he know demons are our realm?
well, I don't know nothing about no demons, but I can't abide a child shooting cats in our neighborhood.
Claws
Indeed.
eyes
You
out.
have to be. You guys will have to be very careful. This little rascal. Oh, should I even call him a rascal? That's an insult to rascals.
Yes.
He is
Oh, yeah.
smart.
Binks's
He is
cousin.
not easily
He's a
scared,
rat.
but his minions are. His minions can be dealt with. Let me tell
This-
you their names.
Mm.
Now, you must understand, they are very, very close together. We have Jaden, Caden, Aiden, and Misty.
All things end in den.
Yes, and them.
Where is the location of this den crew? I must combat the forces of evil with the good power of aromatherapy as per my benefactor's motives.
Well, I'm just a little cat. My magic isn't as strong. I use my magic to help heal my human. So I am not powerful to take this enemy on alone or even at all. If I could, if you four would help me in this, I would greatly appreciate it. I believe they have taken over that abandoned building. I think they are doing something awful inside of there. I have sniffed it and it smells awful. They have done something unspeakable to it. And I even think I caught a whiff of dog underneath the unspeakable. But I
Now,
can't be sure.
Valentina, would you say you would have had enough magic to help us if you hadn't spent it on a human?
Wow.
Now's not the
Stone?
time.
That's not the point. And we have more pressing matters to deal with.
You're right.
We don't
you're
know
right.
how soon these children will act, if we can even call them children.
I pull a little crystal out of my satchel. Here, have this. I believe my benefactor calls it quartz. It is full of a thing called cheese. It will help you.
Jeez.
Who takes the corpse?
Cheese.
She is.
Cheese.
I
It's
think
from
that's
a
what she
place
calls
called
it.
Joanne's.
Cheese
Yes.
is good.
Lick it.
It's good for
Lick it.
sniffing, nibbling, and spitting out.
Does it taste like cheese?
No, but it is imbued with mystical powers beyond our comprehension. I see you are also a fan of the sorceress known as Joanne. She is quite powerful.
She nods and looks at
She
the
has some
corpse,
good yarn
licks it
too.
again, and then she tucks it away.
I-
She has a collar that she manages to kind of wedge it into. She's like, "All right, I will take your cheese. Now, I can't go with you. I have my human to take care of. So if you have any other questions for me, ask them now because I have to make sure that my human is safe,
Is it
especially if
these?
these children succeed."
Is it these? I kind of choke on a hairball a little bit. Children that don't like water, or is it what they're
Yes.
trying to summon?
No, it's the children. I
Oh.
never see them drinking water. It's always those metal cans or
The cat
boxes
scratches on
that
it.
are difficult to they're like slippery and you can't bite them.
Hmm.
I think they call it juice.
Ah, yes. The forbidden
And-
Oh,
drink.
Or
Yes, the forbidden
monster.
drink. Oh, yes, I think I saw one of them with one of those one day. It was bad for everyone that day.
He got
I
the
don't like to talk
zoomies. I
about it.
saw something one time.
You don't want Braden to get the zoomies. He gets
Nope.
the zoomies and he has a BB gun.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not
no.
safe.
Zoomies
idea.
weapons. No.
All right, well then, off with you.
Well,
Please
do you
investigate.
do you know any weaknesses
Water.
of these
Any
Water.
weaknesses?
children besides
They hate
water? Okay.
They really hate water. Their overlords are clearly not really looking after them. Because if they're allowed out like this, I mean, how can't the humans control their own humans?
No. I've seen it.
You're right. You're right. That's why I have a job. So, if that is all, I must return home. I thank
Fair.
you in advance. I live in the brick house, 3 doors down from the abandoned house.
All right.
Take care,
I'll take care.
Valentina. I'll
And she
be
leaves.
swinging by with some literature after all this is settled. We'll have a good talk.
She gives a tail flick and leaves. So you are now by yourselves in this abandoned, overgrown garden lot with the waterfall. What do you do?
It's
I give
embarrassing.
Mordecai a quick nudge and go, still living with that bell around your neck, eh, cuz?
We are partners in her mystical business. She
Oh.
sells crystals of power and artifacts of renown. And I help by knocking them off the counter to ensure the chakras are in balance.
Well, at least you're getting something, right?
I find my work very fulfilling.
Louise is cleaning herself. She's like, it's rather embarrassing that we had to hear about this from a newbie. You'd think we'd have our ear to the ground a little better.
Verily.
Well, we've been kind of disorganized since getting kicked out of our spaces, so.
I was napping.
I am low on spell slots since I cannot recharge my energy.
Would you like a crystal?
No, I want my abandoned house back.
So
Have
I'm
this
gonna hop up maybe on like the garden wall, like within some of the overgrowth, and just kind of look around and see if we see any of these little monsters
Okay, roll
out
me
on
a
the
d6.
streets. 6.
Awesome.
Okay, you see. Well, goodbye, dice.
The suspense is killing me.
You see a group of 3 children, 2 girls, 1 boy, and they have picked a few flowers and they are whispering and they are headed your direction, but they do not see you.
Hey, gang, I see them. 3 of them at least.
Are they all named Ken?
I don't know. I assume they all are.
I think she said den.
Doesn't matter. They're little monsters. We should
It's a
take them out
now.
Tails all
Well,
swishy.
I have to level with you all. I am concerned that the only way that we can defeat these demons is with water, and I have to tell you, water, I don't like it either. I don't know how we're gonna get it to them.
You hear one of the children giggle, and the girl says, "No, that's a stupid one. Let's go into the garden and pick some real ones."
Okay. So not to sound malicious, I'm not trying to strike a child with a brick. Can I at least push a brick off next to them to try to? I'll even use one of my. I'll use the no kitty as or the kitty no to destroy or damage an object within reach.
All right. That will leave you with 4 cat points. How big is the brick that you're pushing?
I'm a little bit of a bigger alley cat, but it could be a struggle. It's like your average brick. This isn't a cement block. I pictured this as a classy little garden.
So as the children approach where you are, and they are quite close to the wall, but not close enough to be hit with a brick. You push at the brick and you find that it's loose, and so that it is very easy to push over despite its size. And it falls to the ground and explodes in a cloud of dust. And the children jump and they are like, "What was that?" And they look around. They're looking for you, but they do not see you yet.
I give one of those chilling cat the like, you know, start real low, like give them one of those. I want them to know that it's a cat throwing
The
bricks
boy.
and intimidating them.
The boy is like, "It's just a stupid cat. Come on, Missy, let's go." And one of the girls is like, "No, my shoes are dusty. These are new."
Did I hear Missy or Misty?
Missy.
You heard Missy.
Okay, I heard Misty in my mind.
I heard Misty the
All right.
first time, but
Well, that's no. Sorry, Fishbone heard
supposed to be-
Misty.
It's supposed to be Missy, but I think I lisped.
oh, I mean that's
when I
fair.
first introduced to the character, so
Whatever.
Missy is is the bad one. The other girl is like, "Come on, Missy, don't be such a baby. It's just a cat. What can it really do to you?" And
Can I use
they
my-
continue walking, but they do not go into the garden.
Okay. Perhaps we
You
should
are-
have let them in. If we splashed them with water, perhaps we would have distinguished between one from the other.
I know how to
Yeah.
get water on people. I know how to get water everywhere. You
What?
stick your paw in, and then you shake it.
Shake it.
Stick your paw in, and you shake it. It gets water
Binks.
everywhere.
Binks, get that water and shake it on him. They're not gone yet. Get up there.
Are you trying to chase down the children on the garden wall and shake water at them?
Yes.
All right. Roll me are you using your cat power at all? Wait, you can't. Nope, the cat power does not seem to have a. I would allow you to use cat power to assist you in this.
Okay. So like I would just
Otherwise,
use
it's
one
a
of my
mundane
powers,
roll.
not like a
Yeah,
Not
one
one
of
of,
your
like,
powers,
these-
not one of your gifts. Yeah.
right. So like do I have to pick a power from the list or just say this is a power thing that I do?
If you can convince me with one of the ones there, I will let you do it without a roll.
Fluid mechanics.
That's
It's
really
Well,
easy.
yeah, but that's to fit inside
That's
an
just
object.
fittings
I'm
inside.
looking at
Yeah.
Silk in the Breeze, like, you know, I get like a paw full of water and then I just like Silk in the Breeze and then I fling it at him.
All right. So, the kids who are almost past the garden wall, but not quite. The boy has a stick that he has picked up, and he's kind of dragging it along the wall, so he's nice and close. And he's not very fast, so you successfully splash water all over his face, and he screams like, "Ah!" And one of the children is like, "Jesus, Aiden, chill out."
Ah.
Missy looks at the other girl who is like, "Chill out." And she's like, "Don't talk to us anymore. We're not friends anymore. Goodbye." And she puts an arm over Aiden's shoulder as he's wiping furiously at his face, and they leave.
Yes, already their structure crumbles.
Down with the prolet or the bourgeoisie.
The human hierarchy.
All right.
Well, I think we need to try to sneak and follow them.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are following Aiden and Missy. They pass Louise's house and they go to the abandoned house. They currently have not noticed you. but I would like everyone to roll a d6, just a straight d6, to see how stealthy you guys are.
4.
It was almost a 5, and then it rolled over onto a 1.
That's 2.
All right.
Yeah, I got
2.
2.
Clearly,
Alrighty.
I'm the one most of the streets.
Josh, you managed to like weave in and out of grass. You know, your paws are silent. You're working it.
Like a
For
cat on
Louise and
a
Mordecai,
catwalk.
you're working somewhat. You're at least trying. But Mordecai, you step on what seems like a stable rock, but it's actually underneath it is just sand, and it whooshes out from under you, and you kind of do one of these, but you catch yourself. And you continue walking dignified, and then your back leg hits a pile of dust that just kind of whooshes a bit behind you, but not in a dramatic way, kind of in like a, oh, this is sad way. Louise, as you are walking, a burdock gets stuck in your fur,
Duh.
and it is at the base of your tail,
Ah.
and you almost get stuck going underneath one plant that you thought was weaker than what it was, but you managed to slip through.
Oh, okay.
Squeaky, when you go to jump off, that would be Binks. Binks, as you go to jump off the garden wall, you make a miscalculation and you kind of skid down the garden wall and land in a dust pile of leaves at the bottom. And you get up, you kind of shake yourself off, and you walk on.
That sounds about
You've all
right.
made it successfully to the abandoned house. The children go through one very creaky door, and they shut it behind them without looking back to see if you guys are there.
Into the den's den, we suppose.
I never go through the cat or the front door anyway. If you want to follow me, I'll show you how to get in.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
door is the pathway of the oppressors.
Is anyone sniffing at the door or sniffing around, looking around to see if you can sense anything from the outside before you
I'll
dive
try
into
to
the
like
building? Or
push on the door because I know that when you push on doors, they open. Doesn't matter which
Right.
side
No,
you're
no.
on, but if you push on them, they open.
Especially if you just paw at the door, make
Yeah.
really annoying sounds.
Yeah, they open if you paw at them. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
push at the door.
So
I'm gonna
you're
push.
pushing at the door.
Yeah.
The door doesn't move, but you do smell something awful. It's just like the worst smell. And you take a sniff and you think you smell a lemon.
Ugh.
A
or
lemon?
some sort of citrus fruit. Lemon or some other citrus fruit.
I just straight up do it.
Underneath it.
Told you don't want to go that way.
Underneath it, you might be able to detect a hint of dog, but it's a lot of
Then she
citrus
really
fruit.
pukes.
Ew.
I once let Bink sniff like a mint leaf because I thought it's related to catnip. Maybe she'll like it. She took one sniff, backed up, and went. She didn't actually barf. She just gagged. I'm like, okay, well, fine.
That's how I am with Sage.
So, do you relay this information? Like, what do you guys react to Binks going kind of like?
We all go smell it too.
Yeah, and all with the same reaction.
The most demonic of all fruit.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, well, we're definitely
Mordecai,
not
do you have
going.
any more of that cheese quartz we can smell to cleanse our palate?
Yes, I can put your rock crust back in alignment. Take a little bag of like
Rock
rosemary.
Oh, that's better.
All right.
Like roll in it.
Yep. All right. Come this way. I kind of like jumped down and I might have to do the fluid mechanics because I squeezed through a hole in the lattice of the under the patio.
All right.
And
Binks used a cat point as well.
Yes.
Oof.
Um,
Previously, I
Right.
said I'm a bit of a bigger cat. I'm gonna try a roll for it before.
if your head can fit.
if you're
Before-
specifically if like your collarbone can fit.
Yeah.
And your
Maybe everyone else should try before me. I'm looking at this space like I don't know.
I'll roll mundanely. That is a 5.
Ooh.
All right, that's a success.
I got
You. All right. So
Binks, you're having a hard time.
Yeah,
Mordecai
I get stuck.
follows Louise with the same amount of grace. Squeaky, you get your head in,
Oh,
and
no.
you're like, no, and you pull your head back out. And then you try your head again, and you're like, I don't know about this. You take your head back out. And on the third one, you kind of, you do a little shake, you get yourself ready, and you go for it, and you get stuck.
Oh,
Yep.
goodness.
Your legs do not really make it through the hole, and you are now stuck in the hole.
Trying to,
I
like,
got
Back
a
up, like trying to do that, like shuffle back thing, but it's like my paws are getting stuck, like just digging in the dirt. And I'm just like,
I grab the scruff of her neck and try and pull her.
All right, roll.
Oh yeah,
roll.
I'm gonna give like a little heave and push.
Okay, give me some rolls.
I got
Oh,
3.
one.
Oh no!
I rolled a 6 to
Alright.
get in through the hole, but I'm getting rid of that to help
You-
push.
So,
Make it worse.
I want to give you a reroll, but we don't have. I haven't gotten any notifications about any donations.
Come on,
so,
donors.
Donors.
This is the end of the
Yeah.
story here.
Let's see what you guys come
Endgame.
up with. Now we have managed, Ari, you have managed to pull Binks, so that now Binks's front legs, at least, are inside, and most of Binks's torso. It's just the hips that got to get through now. So I will say, Binks, if you give me another roll with, wiggling and stuff, you might be able to get.
I'm
Wiggle.
doing that like not actually like pushing. I'm just doing the little paw kneading
You're like,
with
soft.
the one. Yeah. like-
yeah, I got
Yeah,
another
one,
2.
right?
I apparently
Paw
just suck at rolling, so
As you paw knead, you accidentally claw.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Binks.
Hey, sorry there, cuz sometimes these things just have a mind of their own.
I do not have time for this.
We'll go
What did you roll,
harder.
Binks?
I'm sorry.
What did you roll, Binks?
I said a 2 again.
Oh, yeah, that's not enough to get your back legs
Alright.
free.
We're gonna have to
All
split
right.
the
All
party.
All right, I'm gonna roll one more time for a better push.
Go ahead. Ari,
Ooh, a
sorry,
5.
Louise, are you going to try to pull a little more? You got a 5 on the
Yeah,
push?
one more time.
Alright.
Otherwise, we're just gonna have to go open the door for you.
With her
I
in
can
it.
get back out again.
I got
I
you.
mean, at this point, okay.
It's a one-way.
Since Josh got a 5 for pushing, and you got a 2, you're like, you mostly just get slobber on.
Oh no!
And Josh, and as you feel the back of your neck dampen and moisten,
Oh,
Binks,
God.
you find yourself rocked forward, and your legs are free, and you are in through the lattice.
Oh,
Just like,
man.
yeah, that was intentional.
Louise is startled and does the little side hop away from her.
Now,
I meant to do
Josh,
that.
Your roll for
Yeah.
going through the
But
lattice.
thanks.
So I had rolled a 6, but
Alright,
we
you
went through
successfully
their
make it through.
actions, but I can re-roll if.
We'll say that the push and the effort to get
Push you through.
Yeah, the effort to get Binks through has damaged the lattice work, so the hole is not
Oh,
there.
there you go.
So you fit through with ease.
See, that's what I meant.
I
to
come
do.
through momentum, like while pushing Binks.
You're pushing, and you just kind of, as Binks goes, you go too.
Yeah.
So you land in a heap together.
Nice. I avert my eyes to save their dignity.
Yeah, I hop up like nothing happened, like the coy little like, no, it's fine.
Now,
I gotta furiously lick
You are
my
now
tail because I'm
inside.
embarrassed.
Because you're embarrassed.
now that you are inside the building, you hear a voice. Guys, you're supposed to get dried leaves, not these freaking. What'd you do? Just pick these off of plants? And you hear Missy's voice. They will dry. I mean, we don't have to do this today, do we? And you hear Aiden kind of mumble. There was like a cat or something that hissed and sent water at my face.
I do a little
So-
pop up, like, yeah.
And Brayden sighs and he's like, that's why we have this. And you all can see him raise the BB gun really high.
Oh.
Now, if go ahead and roll and give me sort of a perception check.
So, are we in the same room, or are we? What's our
Right
perspective
now,
on them?
you are kind of back a bit. The room is fairly open. There's not a lot in here. It's just very dusty, very full of spiders. You smell the citrus, but it's mostly at the doors in the front. You do not currently see the dog, but you get the heavy whiff of dog, big dog, in fact. And you are kind of hidden behind some like piles of old wood that's probably rotted and wouldn't be good for much anymore. There are little like places where the stacks of wood aren't quite even, so you can peek through. And before you see the big room, and there is like a shelf type thing, almost like a workbench, along the side to your left. Now,
Okay.
give me perception to see what you see from that.
I got a 4.
I got a
I
fortune.
got a 5.
2.
All right. Everyone but Zoob can see that Brayden, Aiden, and Missy are all standing close by each other by the workbench. There are 2 other boys, one standing near the door, another is holding the leash of a very big, very furry Alaskan Malamute who is just sitting there very happy, panting, like he does not have a single brain cell. But he's very pretty. And you see Missy holding the leaves and kind of offering them to Brayden, and he has snatched them out of her hand with his other hand, the one that's not holding the gun. And you can see that Aiden kind of looks sheepish. And there's, if you say anyone who you got 4s and who got a 5?
Me?
4, 6.
I got 5.
All right. Louise, you see that on his face, there are some lighter spots where the water hit him and washed off the dirt.
This child was so dirty, we can see where the water washed him off. Jesus, these parents really.
Oh my god.
And you also, if you look down at the floor, you see a large pentagram that has been done in chalk on the floor. And at the top of the pentagram, which would be closest to you, there is a candle. Just one. At that point. At each point of the star, in fact, there is a candle. Next to Brayden, there is There are a few more candles. There's a jar with something in it, and there's a knife.
Are the candles lit?
No, they are not lit. They're like those votive candles, so they kind of stand on their own. They're not in any special sort of holder. Meanwhile, Brayden is going off on Aiden. I knew you were stupid. You don't understand what this is going to mean for us. Summoning this guy, he's going to make our lives so much better. We're not going to ever have to do chores or homework again. We're going to be safe from storms and baths and showers and all sorts of water. And you know what else? Demons are just cool. Remember? I thought you were cool. And Aiden's just kind of like, I am cool. Well, then why didn't you get the dried leaves?
I whisper to the group like, maybe I should have hit that kid with the brick.
No.
Also, in real life, I'm switching gears and moving over to one of my favorite dice. So prepare for a lot of bad rolls.
Oh,
I
dang.
have emotional attachment to this dice, but it is not good. So
Alas, it
Alrighty.
seems we've lost track of them, and I'm like staring in the complete opposite direction.
Yeah, you do notice the dog, but
I'm like
nothing else.
I'm like hunkered down staring at the dog tail is going.
Yes.
Yeah, the dog is just sitting there very happy, tail wagging. Just
Dogs
happy to
don't
be
bother
alive.
me. I like dogs. I have 2 dogs. So I'm used to them. The dumber the better.
I lean over and I'm like, Wheezy, is it safe to assume this wasn't all here when you lived here?
I my home away from home. No, they dusted down here. It used to be covered with amazing dust and none of that drawing on the ground. And I
Did
used
you get
to
to roll
roll
in the dust?
around.
Yeah, what you rolled in the dust?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I bet that was awesome.
Oh,
Hmm.
I really liked when my mom would let me inside and yell at me about how gray I was when I'm
But you're
supposed to be a
already
white
gray.
cat. Parts of me are gray. The
What?
rest of me is white.
Well, you should be beautiful.
I plop onto the dusty ground just to make a point.
Majestic.
What is in this pile of stuff we're hiding behind?
Just like wood, there might be a few nails that have been hammered into wood. There's probably some cardboard. And actually, oh dear. Mordecai, I'd like you to roll perception once more.
Oh no.
Clearly Mordecai's strong
6.
suit. Oh!
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
In the detritus
We turned
that
you
are
around.
next to, crushed, broken, caved in is the Amazon box that used to be your box.
Dun dun dun.
No! Those fiends! They have defiled the box!
I hate how boxes are only used in stories to move the male character stories forward.
I put my paw on Mordecai's shoulder, like, this is clearly.
You don't understand. It was a layway of power. All comfort was inside that box. It has been dispersed to the world.
Is it right next to us?
It's a little ways down the pile, maybe by like 3 feet. There is a piece of wood on top of it. It looks like someone has stomped this box. There's a couple of stab wounds in it. It's all sorts of messed up.
Okay, so gang, I have a buck wild idea. My gift is convincingly blend in with enemy agents. I nudge Mordecai. I'm like, hey, cuz I'm gonna have to borrow that cloak.
Yes.
It's the only clothing. I was really hoping for clothing in the pile of refuse, but
This
I
is
mean, you could
symbolic.
roll. There's plenty of dust and spider webs.
No, I'm gonna be a cool kid wearing a cool dog shirt.
I asked Mordecai if he can borrow the rosemary. Is it dried rosemary? Because then he could bring it as leaves, dried
Indeed.
leaves.
Ooh.
Indeed.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
Or if you have bay leaves.
Perhaps. I guess I'll roll mundanely to see if I have bay leaves.
I mean,
No, I don't.
do I have bay leaves right here? I think I do. I do actually, in fact, have bay leaves right here. Because I've got a whole bunch of witchy shit right here behind
Pulled
my
out
desk.
of a cat. It looks
To
like
be
you're
fair,
pulling.
they only said dried leaves. So everybody roll a search check.
Oh no.
Wait, Kimberly, do witches really use
2.
leaves and stuff?
Yeah, bay leaves are
I mean?
bay leaves are like really powerful. Bay
Oh,
leaves are
I thought
really
I was-
common. Yeah, 4.
I thought I was
1.
joking.
You don't find a thing.
No,
2.
Did you get a 1 as well, Josh?
I got a 2.
right,
I told you this dice was going to
You
turn
don't find
on me.
anything.
writing a wish on a
Louise?
bay leaf and then burning it is a really popular thing.
Oh, that would smell
Louise?
awful.
Louise,
Huh?
did you get a 2?
No, yeah, I
Or-
got 2.
Oh,
You
that's
got
from
2.
my
You don't see anything. And
Nope.
Binks.
Oh, I've got a 4.
Oh,
All right, Binks.
Thank
You
God.
find 3 very crunchy maple leaves underneath a piece of wood. They are very dry, so much to the point that they are almost disintegrating. They do still have their stems on.
bring them.
All right.
Do you still require the use of my shawl?
Yeah, definitely, cuz I need a little bit more than my birthday suit here.
I hand I with great chagrin I hand over my cloak.
What kind of cat are you, Josh? Did you say a tabby?
I don't know what kind of cat. I was more trying to make a cat version of Wishbone, so whatever
that's
cat
right.
would have that kind of coloring.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
All
Okay,
right. So you are attempting to blend in with the cloak and your leaves. What are you doing here?
Okay. What all Oh man. So there were candles. There's the chalk on the floor.
Candles. There's the chalk drying on the floor. There's a jar next to Brayden, along with a couple more candles and a knife.
Okay. This might be
There's
the end of
also
old Fishbone, gang. So, I'm going to burn one of my gift points to convincingly blend in, and I come out like a cool 80s, like one of the like I'm like I can't talk, but I'm like, hey bros, what's up? Like kind of have this little swagger, and I try to slide out with the leaves in paw to smudge
All right.
the pentagram.
All right. Brayden is still going off on Aiden. You stupid little shit. Now I've got to go out get the leaves myself. And Brayden leaves. He is like,
Pun intended.
Uh-huh.
and he's just like, I really thought that, it didn't matter. I mean, why do the leaves have to be dry anyway? It's just like magic. It's just like whatever.
Just magic.
And she just she tosses
Check
the
your
leaf down on
privilege,
the
kid.
thing, and she and Aiden also leave. The boy who had the dog on a leash, he goes and he chains the dog nearby the pentacle, and he leaves as well. So you are currently attempting to smudge the pentacle, and you do manage to get the chalk to move somewhat when the dog barks at you. And
Oh, literally smudge
He's
it, not
actually-
smudge it like
Real witches don't use smudging because it is a closed practice to Native Americans. So
I know, I was just confused. That's all.
I
we
assumed that
do
Josh was trying to
cleansing
like
or
move
staining.
the chalk off the ground. Yes, that is
Yes,
what you were attempting
Yeah,
to
I'm
do.
trying to mess up their image, but I'm coming in
Wait,
like I
so-
have the leaves. Like, hey, I'm cool
The
too.
dog
But
just
I'm like
the
doing a little
dog barks
shuffle.
at you and smiles, and you understand what he says next. Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
Did all the
The
humans leave?
tail wags. The
I-
humans left.
Oh, so we
Oh,
can all
so-
come out then.
Yeah.
so they're all gone?
They're all gone.
And
Oh,
he's
I'm gonna
chained
knock
up,
on
I
the
came
right?
out
They left-
trying to
They
present
left while
myself.
you were sneaking out. That's when Braden had his hissy fit about the leaves and left.
Good boy.
And
And I
everybody
walk
went
over to pat him. I'm still trying to pretend like I'm one of the kids.
I'm gonna start knocking some candles over.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like
The
paw
dog
at the
looks up
chalk.
at you and says, "Please don't knock those over." And then he licks you,
Oh,
Josh. He
shit.
licks Fishbone. Like, you're a good kitty.
No, I am your oppressor. Even
Even
though they're like dry,
Hello,
crumbling
oppressor.
leaves, I try to swat him with them, even though they probably have no effect.
Wait,
He just
Fishbone.
kind of sits there and he looks at you and he's like, "Hello, oppressor."
Yes, I finally see the power.
Wait. He is of one mind, a unicellular mind.
Can I spray the pentacle and kind of get rid
Yeah.
of the chalk that way?
Go ahead and give me a roll. Everybody who's trying to destroy the pentacle right now, give me a roll.
What are you spraying?
I got a 5. Oh, you know, I'm marking it.
You
There we
successfully
go.
Hey,
spray
I
the
just you had to
pentacle.
say it.
Hey,
I got a
they did-
3 to knock
the
over
chalk-
candles.
I got a 5.
Okay, the candles are knocked over.
Okay.
The portion of the area that you spray is now wet. The chalk is still kind of there, but it's less there. And, you know, there's the pungent odor of cat pee. The dog
Yeah.
looks at you, Louise, and is like, the tail thumps twice on the ground. We're not supposed to pee inside.
I
Uh.
walk over to him and I kind of like do the whole full body from top of my head to the tip of my tail, like under his chin. And I'm like, you know that's just what the humans say, but they love smelling us all the time.
I pee inside all the time.
I give him a
Humans
little
are
no
fun.
claw, like one of the little. Ah. I'm like, no, I'm the oppressor now. We pee where we choose, including you.
The dog looks a bit confused by this, but he licks Louise after the nozzle, or attempts to at least.
Yes.
Louise, go ahead and roll just a mundane roll to see if you can dodge the tongue.
Okay. Nope.
Meanwhile,
All right.
I go over.
You
I
get
go over
covered
where
in
she
dog
is and I'm
slobber,
trying
too.
to bury it.
You, Biggs, and goes, yes, covering is good. Good job, cats. You are good cats. I don't know why the human wants to summon the demon. You are all so nice.
I do give Mordecai's cloak back, but
Excellent.
guys, I'm just looking out for cats. Am I evil oppressing this dog? Like, am I falling back
The dog
into my
seems
old
happy.
game ways?
The dog is happy to be oppressed.
All right.
The
Win-win.
universe doesn't tell us about morality. However, I am also oppressor, and I walk over to the dog. Being that is taller than me, I command you, defile this land so that you may be free from your other oppressors and become a slave to us instead.
I have other oppressors? The tail
can.
thumps again. Who are they? Can I meet them? Are they here?
They are present, and the other ones, they are gone. So now it is your turn.
No,
Can
no, I
we-
cannot do that. Brayden would be mad, and he would do it bad.
Oh no. I what how is the dog affixed? Like
The dog
what
is on a chain link. So,
Hmm.
in the corner near where the candles were on the workbench, there is an iron stake that has been hammered or somehow put into the concrete floor.
Yikes.
The chain is attached to that, and that chain is attached to the dog's collar. It is quite a long chain, long enough to where the dog could stretch entirely over the pentacle and have basically almost the entire barn to walk in, um, or entire abandoned house to walk in. But right now, the chain is only long enough for the dog to go just to the edge, the far edge of the pentacle.
Okay, gang. I'm putting some puzzle pieces here together. Humans usually chop animals with that pointy thing there. And
Chop?
Chop?
No, my humans
looking
would not chop me.
looking at what hey cuz, what's your name? I look at the
Me?
dog.
Dog.
I am
Dog.
Murdoch. I am
is-
good at pulling.
Oh,
What was it?
good at
I am
pulling.
good at pulling like a sled. I love
Okay.
to
Okay.
when there is snow. I love to pull the sled.
Oh,
I love
Jesus.
to go. I love to go in the water, and I love to go in the snow, and I love to chase my humans.
Okay,
And-
good
but not
at
the small one.
pulling. We need
The small one is a problem. I think. I don't know. Sometimes he gives me food, but sometimes he smacks me, and I don't like that.
Hmm.
good at pulling. We're gonna give you a new leash on life. And I go to chew his collar.
Yeah. I'll
What are
help
you
with
doing? What are you doing, small animals?
I'm the
cannot take
oppressor
it.
now. Just hold still.
Look at me.
that.
Oh, that's right.
I'm the oppressor
I'm
now.
being oppressed, and the dog happily
Help,
sits,
help, I'm
and
being
the tail
oppressed.
slaps the ground. I'm being oppressed. You know, this is very fun. I like being oppressed.
Oh
Go
my
ahead
God.
and roll to chew through the collar with advantage.
Oh, a
Excellent.
6.
Nice.
All right. Zoob?
I was going to evoke Kitty No, but I mean, it seems that Fishbone's got this.
All right. Fishbone, since you've been an alley cat, you know how to chew through things.
Right.
And you make quick work of this collar. The collar falls off of the dog, and he just continues sitting in the spot, very happy, his tail wagging,
Well,
panting.
this isn't Fishbone's first baptism of freeing someone from their collar, so
Yeah, like that one time I got stuck on the fence. And...
Thank you for taking that off. I do feel better.
Nikki.
Okay, good at pulling. There's a hole that you need to fit through over in that wall.
A hole? The dog stands up. A hole? Are there smells?
Yes.
There's so many smells.
Oh, speaking
wait.
of smells, does this room like reek of like the lemon and shit?
And cat
Yeah,
pee.
the lemon, the dog, the cat pee.
Okay.
Gross.
It smells more like a barn or the inside of a doghouse now than it does anything else.
Dead leaves getting aerated because I was sad.
Yeah.
There. That's
the
how
mice
it's
have
supposed
run
to
away
smell.
because of all the smells.
Oh, darn it. I
But
wanted
they
to bring
also,
one back to my owner.
that is true. If you, I forgot to mention this earlier. If you return home with a gift, you gain an additional cat power. I didn't figure that would probably come in handy.
Oh.
Fishbone, we will say if you manage to catch some sort of prey, you probably gain it.
I would love
For now.
to keep the chewed collar
Yeah.
as
You
a
can keep the
symbol
chewed collar.
for yeah.
How thick are these
So
candles?
Murdoch sits there and
I
turns his tail.
I think she said they were
They'll
like
just
voted.
throw it again.
Guys.
This is just a practice one. Why did you guys care so much about a practice one?
Oh, man.
A practice one.
Yes, they've drawn this every day for the last 7 days.
Have they lit the candles at all?
Sometimes, but nothing happens. Just fire.
Do you know what
Uh,
else they're looking for besides dried leaves?
Oh, yes, yes. I was helping them search. Yes, yes, I was. I am a good searcher. Good nose.
Okay, good searcher. What were you smelling for?
So I was supposed to be smelling for bugs
Bugs.
and
Bugs.
cats.
I'm
Yeah,
good at
see,
catching
you guys
bugs.
are cats. You guys are cats. Maybe you can help me find the last thing for my humans.
We'd
The idea of
love
freedom
to.
is not really
Yeah.
sticking into his head.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
So also, I'm not fully doing the math, like not recognizing that the hole is too small for this dog. But I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh yeah,
He's a big
there's
dog.
there's a lot of those outside that hole.
Yes, but you see, I found the bugs. They are in that jar. The Braden child put them in there.
This is where I'm a Viking. I jump up on the shelf, and I
Yeah.
want to push the jar off.
Excellent.
All right. Are you rolling or are you using a cat?
I'm gonna roll
power?
first.
All right.
It should be that hard.
Oh, that's a wise move. I would have
6.
just been like,
6. You successfully push the jar off. It shatters on the ground. The 5 ladybugs that were inside it kind of breathe a collective sigh of relief, and you see them kind of twitch and spread their wings a little bit, and they fly in 5 different directions.
oh,
I
try
try
to
to
catch
chase one.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Roll to catch a ladybug.
Nothing else
Catch a
matters
ladybug.
in this moment.
I got a 4.
Oh, I got
All right,
a
you
1.
got one. Josh, you miss.
Yeah.
But Binks has gotten one. Does anyone else want to take a swipe at a ladybug?
I would like to grab a candle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop
right,
something
roll.
else on the ground.
The knife is still up there. You could try to push that off. There are
Yep.
candles up there that could be pushed off.
The
So you're
knife.
going for the knife?
6.
The
Yeah.
knife clatters to the ground. In fact,
Ooh.
not only did it clatter, it when it bounced, it kind of got stuck at a weird angle. So it's just kind of like this. And it just kind of looks weird.
Nice.
The tip may or may not be bent now.
Awesome.
Okay, we
Um,
need to soak these floorboards so that they can't draw on this anymore. Everybody's coming up as much piss as possible.
The dog stops you. I don't think more pee will solve this problem. It will just go and make me find more ladybugs. And they will draw the thing again.
Hmm. So you're saying we need to make the den children disappear?
The doggo seems to think about this. And the tail thumps again. Disappear? Like hide and seek?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, if you want to stop them, yes. But why stop them? They look like they are having so much fun.
I side up to him and I'm just like, listen, cuz, think about it. No more bad boy, no more smacks, nothing. You could live with us, the free.
The free? But who feeds you?
You could smell all the smells you want. You get your own food. Like the primal being we're all supposed to be.
Who comes out of metal can?
What?
I am not
He's
strong
right.
enough to get metal can.
Food from can.
Ugh.
Hmm. Sometimes
I-
food from bag.
But
Usually
you
food
you
from
are a
bag.
cat. You cat, you have what I need. The last thing the boy needs. Yes, yes, yes.
Look,
If I get the thing the boy needs, then the boy will love me. Yes. You will help me, yes?
my interest is more for taking care of cats, but I do recognize that you're in a tight spot. I will give you food if you stay with us.
Ooh.
But all I need is a little bit of fur from your tail.
Uh-oh.
Just a little.
How about we use a little bit of fur from your tail and say it's our fur?
I think the boy might know, and it might not make the thing go burr. But you are right. Maybe if we, let's see. Let me look at you. He sniffs. He sniffs you. He looks at you with his nose.
Yeah.
Here's dog.
You do have some white there.
Dog.
Yes, I think this plan will work. Now, what you do have to help me. You cats, You have claws, yes? Your humans haven't cut them off?
Just one close.
No, cuz the oppressors will never take these from me.
Okay,
Pull
good.
from your cold
And
dead
the
hands.
tail thumps again, and the dog stands. He is like, I am very hot. I have very fluffy undercoats. If you can get some of my fluffy undercoat fur, it might just work as cat fur.
Oh, let's all need him.
Yeah.
Yes. Need the dog.
Go ahead and roll to see how much fur you get off of the Alaskan Malamute.
That's like 3 4s in a row. Okay.
We got a 5, we got a 4, we got a 1, and we've got, was that a 7 or is that a 3?
3.
3.
All right, because in ASL this is 7.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I just have a weird thing with my hand where it's hard to do this.
No worries. All
Um.
right, so all of you that did not roll a 1, you, and especially those of you that rolled like 6 or 5, you end up getting tufts of fur in your claws from the Malamute.
Nice.
Like when you go to pull a tuft out, you get like a baby bird nest size tuft. Now, Binks, you do successfully knead him, and you get little bits of fur. But for some reason, you're just not able to get the chunks that everybody else is. You maybe get like a strand or two, and it's of the outer coat,
Oh no.
and it's just not working.
It's because
That's
she's
okay.
declawed.
Okay.
She's not declawed.
Oh, okay. That's right. It's Binks. You would
Now-
know.
Good, you
For-
got the fur.
For this ruse to work, they are going to have to see a cat. Am I the same color as the dog? Ish?
Ish. I mean, the dog is more mottled than anything, but the underside of him is white. At least
Okay.
he has some white markings on his face.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Everybody lick a patch off me.
Me too, the dog says.
I grimace really hard. I'm like, yeah, you too.
I am a very good licker. And the dog walks over to you and licks from the top of your head all the way down your back,
Ugh.
and then goes to the sides to like completely cover you in dog saliva. You may roll to try to dodge out of the way if you'd like.
Nope.
Alright.
Part of my
Noble.
plan. All right. I know this big lummox kind of ruined the dish here, but get to licking.
What's your plan here?
They're gonna see a patch. They're gonna see a patchy cat and a pile of fur.
Got it.
I don't know
I'll
where
roll
you've
to lick
been.
myself.
I got
A
a
2.
2. I was too grossed out.
Yeah, me too.
I got a 6.
You do a fantastic
Binks
Binks,
is
you're
just
such
like-
a mommy.
I don't see what's wrong
And
here.
You got you're holding
4.
a 4. You also do a good solid job of licking. The other two of you, I'm sorry, the dog slobber, it's just like you go to lick him, and like Louise, you go to lick him, and you're like gonna start with an ear, but you just see like a glob of slobber, and you're
Aw.
just like, no. And Josh, you do the same, but you turn to your side, and you're like gonna start cleaning yourself, and you just see a trail of
Oh.
slime. And
Uh,
you're just like,
no,
I can't do it.
I
can't
gotta do it. No,
Ugh.
I can't.
It's for the greater good.
We will not speak of these horrors after today.
All right, so what are you attempting to do currently? You are attempting to basically see a patchy cat and a pile of fur.
Yes.
So I will
And
serve as bait to sit out when the children come back.
Maybe we need
Next
to
to my
knock
patch of fur.
a kid on the ground and just have the dog slobber all over him. Does that count as water?
That's
I
a good
don't
point.
know. I am a dog. I like water. I like to drink water, but the humans do not let me have it very much. I would
Oh.
love to go swimming.
No. I do. I know it's hypocritical, but I give him another little paw. to the snout, and I'm like, no, you deserve
kind of
all
just
the
like,
water you need or want.
All the water I want?
I'm
Mhm.
oppressing
Like a
you to
bathtub?
get all the water you want.
Can I roll to figure out if it's an abandoned house, but is the water still connected?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
I'll do like a
I got a
perception-y
1.
thing to look for some pipes.
Is there a toilet?
You said you got a 1?
Yeah.
All right. And you got a 5? All right.
is there-
There. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask if there's a toilet or a
Yeah.
sink nearby.
So between the three of you, Zoop, go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay.
If you would.
6.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Yes.
Between the three of you, you sniff and you kind of look around, and there's a wall up on this side that's kind of got a few boards missing, and you can see some pipes. And Zoob, you notice that there is a tiny drip happening every about 3 seconds. There's a drop of water. 3 seconds.
Did you see my text?
Is that from a pipe?
From a pipe? Yes. Drop of water.
I will evoke the power of Kitty No and attempt to destroy this rusted pipe. At least I presume it to be rusted.
Should we wait till the kids get here, though?
Yeah, let's spray it all over
Set
them.
a trap.
That is a better plan.
The doggo is listening to you and is like, trap? There are already traps here.
What?
We look at the dog.
Yes, there are traps here.
I point a little kitty paw at him. Tell your oppressors of these traps.
Oh, okay, oppressor, I will tell you of the trap. And the tail thumps more.
Thump, thump, thump,
And
thump.
he says, there are these sticky traps for the mice, because apparently mice are bad.
Mice are tasty.
I think mice are tasty. I am not allowed to eat the mice. The blue makes them
We
sick.
should share a mouse sometime.
Yeah, I'll catch mice for
Share a
you.
mouse. I would like to share a mouse. But also, there are the oranges and the lemons near the door. They are supposed to be to keep out cats. Oh, you guys are not supposed to be in here. Oh, oppressor, you are not supposed to be in here. You should run so that the children do not find you.
I am
Oh,
the
don't worry.
oppressor.
Don't worry.
You
We're
sit.
good. We're very good at hiding.
The dog sits. Listen, and the tail wags, and he is looking at you like he is waiting for you to say something.
Oh, I give him a comforting, like, we're like being maybe a little aggressive with trying to get the fur. I give him a comforting kneading with a 4.
Aw.
Like a good boy, kind of.
Do you say the words "good boy"?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, you are successful. The dog wags the tail a lot and pants, and is very happy to know that he is a good boy.
Dog,
But
what is
no,
the
you cannot. Yes,
Oh.
yes. Question.
what
yes.
is the scariest thing you've ever encountered?
Oh, Brayden's mom.
So Braden's mom,
She
Oh no!
loud.
if this
Scary.
plan of the kids, these children go off, if they succeed, they're going to bring about something scarier than Braden's mom.
Oh, I don't think that's possible. Nothing is scarier than Brayden's mom. She has a frying pan
Oh,
and a loud
Jesus.
voice.
What if
It's
the
okay.
frying?
I dodged the frying pan.
oh
I
my
am good.
gosh. Maybe we should burn down Braden's house.
I
Yeah.
think we should.
Yeah, when this
But
is all
no,
said and
you
done,
can-
Dog is taking us to Braden's house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
some revenge. The doggo thumps his tail. But you should let the children do the thing.
Why?
No, it's bad. They're
think it's
bad.
Bad.
It is bad, but have you seen the children?
We've
They are
met.
not smart like me.
Accurate.
You know what?
True.
The dog's making a good point here.
They are not smart. Do you think that this plan will really succeed?
Lots of smart people have succeeded in in evil plans. Lots of dumb people have succeeded in evil plans.
The tail thumps
Well,
again. They
Wheezy's
couldn't
got a good
even
point
find
too.
leaves. The tail thumps, and he says, they couldn't find dried leaves. They were right there. You found them. You are smart.
Well, we cats are much smarter than humans.
That is
Okay.
true.
Well,
That is true.
we have done a lot of sabotage.
Yes.
Do we let them try this with the wrong ingredients?
That would be interesting.
Or do we...
We
I
can
mean,
we can let them do it with the wrong ingredients and then lay in wait, and when they least expect it, we can destroy the pipe and get them all wet.
yeah, our
think it's a
pipe
good
is
idea.
our strongest weapon here.
Mm.
You
Is
hear
there
the
a-
doorknob start to rattle.
Uh-oh.
Hide.
You have about one more action, 2 more actions, I will say, before the door will open.
I
will,
run and hide.
I will evoke the power of silk in the breeze to get on top of that pipe that's dripping.
Oh, there you go.
All right. You are successful.
I'm gonna crawl into a little vase, salt or opaque vase nearby with fluid mechanics.
I just roll a 4 to
right.
like hide under something.
You are successfully hidden. Fluid dynamics, that makes you successfully hidden as well. Now, Fishbone, are you hanging out with the doggo with your with the chewed up collar that you're hanging on to?
Yep. And
All right.
I'm going to try to show off my patchy spots so it looks like my hair's on the ground.
Oh, there you go.
Alrighty. The door opens and where's the name? Jaden comes in. He is the man who is holding the dog, and the dog's tail waves back and forth. And Jaden approaches the dog, starting to be like, "Oh, who's a good boy?" And he looks at the sheer amount of fur and the patchy cat and the doggo, who is sitting there, wagging tail, tongue out, panting, very happy. Good boy. Man, you did what Braden didn't have the balls to do. And he picks up the fur and he
Lick the
gently
cat.
reaches down to pet Fishbone's head. I'm going to roll to see if you would like to bite the hand that is attempting to pet you. You may.
Oh, 100%. No oppressors patting me on the head. 5.
You successfully get in a good chomp. And Jaden's like, ow! Mother.
I raise my paw up. Down with the oppressors!
He shakes his head at you and he's like, weirdo. All right, fine. Just go. Shoo, shoo. And he turns to the doggo. And he has the fur in one hand. He's, good boy. Oh man, now Braden's not going to be on my ass about this.
Is he wearing what kind of pants is he wearing?
He's wearing jeans.
Jeans? I take a swipe at those jeans. No one tells me where to go.
He pauses. Go ahead and roll.
4.
Nice.
He pauses as your claw swipes into the denim and manages to catch. You are not stuck. You are not
Okay.
totally stuck. You can free your paw quite easily. And he's like, damn, cat, you almost took a chunk out of me. Chill, kitty, chill. And he continues towards the workbench, and he puts the fur down next to, and he looks, and the candles are on the floor, the knife is on the floor, the jar is shattered, and his eyes are getting wider and wider. And he's like, oh man, he's gonna kill me. Okay.
I just sit there and give a blood-curdling cat scream because no oppressor tells me to chill. An awful cycle you've
And
got
he
me
looks
in.
at you and he's like, could you stop, please?
Oh
I'm
no,
about
that's
to
a
be
3.
Still success.
So you still yowl, and he just is like, cat, I will throw you out. I've got a lemon.
Oh, I skitter away.
So he's kind of scratching his head. He's like, crap, 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 because he sees that there are no ladybugs. He picks up the knife. He kind of looks at it. The tip is a little bent, but it's still usable. So he puts it down and he picks up the candles and puts them on the workbench next to it. He's like, okay, shit. I need to find some bugs. I've got to find some bugs or they're going to kill me. And he's looking around for ladybugs. And he's kind of scouring to see if he can find any spiders. And the door bursts open. And it's Missy. And she's holding up some maple leaves that are crispy, but not as good as the ones you found. She's like, I've got the leaf. Oh my God, what did you do in here? Oh. And she looks like she's gonna vomit.
It was my good stuff.
The fine
She
reserves.
looks around. Fishbone, are you still visible?
No, I skittered away.
All right, you skittered away. She looks around. She's like, why does it smell like cat piss in here? And she puts the leaves next to the candle, and Jaden's like, there was a cat, I don't know. I just walked in, the dog was sitting here. It looked like the cat had been licked half to death. And there's a pile of fur. Like,
Whoa.
Donation.
okay, hang on.
Oh,
There it is.
One
we got a
reroll,
donation.
one extra
So
cat power.
each traveler gets a reroll and one extra cat power use.
Yes.
And a big bag of meow mix for the party to recover their strength.
Oh, nice.
And
Thank you.
let's see. Josh gets to introduce a setting appropriate version of Clem.
Nice.
Oh no. That's my
So
character.
I will allow that in a couple of moments, unless you find a beat that is better to introduce them. And there is some shenaniganery that might happen. So Jaden's like, man, and Missy puts down leaves and she sees the broken glass. She looks at Jaden. She's like, you fucked it up, didn't you? And he's like, it was like this when I got here. The candles were on the floor. The knife was on the floor. Like, I don't know what's going on. And Missy looks towards the wall that has the broken pipe. Zub, if you could give me a stealth check, please.
I will. Perhaps I may even vanish from sight if this doesn't go well. It didn't go well.
Oh no! You get a reroll.
You got a reroll, and you got
an
cat
extra power.
That's the worst. It got worse.
No.
I will invoke the power of the arcane and use the power of the thing that I just saw. I thought I saw a pussycat. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. She
I
pauses for a second and she kind of blinks, and then she's like, I must not have gotten enough sleep or something. Maybe Mom was right and I should go to bed earlier. Okay. Since you are a complete screw up, Jaden, I am going to go find Kaden, and we're going to find the ladybugs, and you get to stay here and deal with Brayden. So, bye.
Be good.
And she leaves. Meanwhile, Jaden is just like, I'm screwed. He sits down on the floor, not in any cat pee.
Good
and
luck.
He's just kind of got his head in his hands. And after about 2 minutes, he gets up. He leaves the broken glass where it is, and he leaves. All is quiet. The doggo is still there, panting happily, sitting without a care in the world.
Because
Has
So-
not moved.
So if we X'd Aiden off the list, was that the first kid that like fully went
Jaden
their
was the
separate
first
way?
kid with. Yep.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
Basically, what has happened is Jaden has gone to try and find another
Bugs.
jar for bugs.
Okay.
I new plan. I think we should raise this building to the ground as it is the form of torment.
I'm with him.
We don't have that power.
Yeah, but how's Doggo going to get out of here?
We can convince
Doggo.
him. We do oppress
Doggo.
him after all.
Doggo is still like happily wagging his tail. Everyone roll me perception.
Ugh,
3.
2.
4.
Was that a 2, Zoob? 4 and 5? Did I see a 5?
I got a 3.
No, I got 4.
4. All right. Everyone who's 3 or above. You get kind of a prickly sense
Uh-oh.
along your spine.
Do the back ripple.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back ripple. And you get the sense that you are not alone, despite, the doggo is there, so you're not really alone, but you get this kind of sense that there is something else in the building with you.
Well, yeah, lots of mice.
It's more than mice.
Oh.
It's not, it doesn't seem to be malicious, but there's something watching you.
I stare up into a corner.
I like twitch and like start licking my side like really like anxiously.
Intensely.
Yeah.
On that note, could I vote for a bio break?
Yes.
Go ahead. Bio break.
Oh, I thought we were
take
voting.
5.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
No,
take
so
a
we're not taking
fiver.
bio break. We take one. We'll take 5, and when we come out, we'll find out exactly what is watching you, and perhaps we'll see Clem soon.
Yay.
Yay. And we're back.
All right, intrepid adventurers, welcome back. When we left off, our wonderful cats, Binks, Mordecai, Fishbone, and Wheezy, they were all being watched by something. Now, Mordecai, I want you to make me a perception check.
Alrighty, it is time for me to perceive, perhaps receive a 3 because I dropped my die, but that's how we roll.
That's good enough. You hear heavy breathing coming from your right.
Oh.
As you look over, you see 2 glowing purple eyes with slits in them. And as you continue to look, you see a small dragon, kind of like a dragonette, more than a full dragon. And they look at you and they say, "Hello, why are you in my cool, moist spot?"
What manner of creature are you? I am here to defile a defiling ritual.
The wings kind of fluff a little bit and the tail swishes, but the dragon stays in its spot. I'm a dragon, obviously. I'm Bit. Who are you?
I'm Mordecai.
Okay, Mordecai. This is my spot. This is my cool spot. My cool, moist spot. And I'm sleeping, so go away.
This dragon's out catting our cat right now.
Right.
Oh, I'm apparently a very bad cat. Look, being of beyond, there will be another, more terrifying creature. Should I not attempt to thwart the plans of the brothers' den?
I mean, if you want, but like, do you really think they're gonna do this correctly?
Everyone keeps saying that.
Have you met a human child before ever?
Yes, they come into our shop being dragged upon the mothers into my benefactor's shop.
I have heard about the mothers. They are annoying creatures.
I don't see the dragon,
Right.
but I'm like, "Psst, cuz, are you going crazy over there talking to that pipe?"
I'm seeing a thing from beyond the veil, that which should not exist.
All right, he's lost it.
Is it a clean
The dragon
child?
flares its wings and stands up. Well, fine. If you're going to completely ruin my nap, I'll just go and nap somewhere else. You do whatever it is you want, but you're wasting your time. And the dragon flies right out past you. Make a reflex save, please.
Okay.
Just roll a straight D6.
Oh, 1!
You fall off the pipe
Yeah.
as the dragon clips you. And the dragon clips you on purpose. Knocks you off the pipe and flies out and flies through one of the windows that was up in the house that was broken.
Oh my
and
god.
leaves.
I see the dragon. I'm like, holy crap, is that what we're staring at when we look into corners?
Wheezy takes out a flask and pours her catnip juice onto the ground.
Like, this is just too much for me to deal with.
Yep. I think I'm quitting.
The handle, you hear some steps running, and the door flies open. The doggo stands up and wags the tail, and you see an unfamiliar boy with tan skin, not from dirt this time, run in, and he slams the door behind him, and he goes over and he puts down 2 big dead spiders. And he looks and he sees the pile of cat fur, and he breathes a giant sigh of relief. He's like, "Oh, thank God."
And then, is this
He's
the
just
cue?
this is the cue.
Okay, so and then suddenly, I don't know, are we kind of basement or wherever this house
You
is
are on the
old?
first floor. This
Okay,
house is old. You're on the first floor.
everybody hears the door open kind of abruptly and loud, like heavy footsteps, and a mustachioed, like it's not like a strong mustache. It's kind of like weak, where it's like sagging very heavily. Like you can tell years of just trying hard have like sagged to this man a little bit, but he's in a
No.
flannel and jeans and work boots, and he's like, ah, damn it, Caden, there you are. And he looks around and sees the pentagram, sees a I want to believe poster from the X-Files, and he's like, oh, oh hell, Caden, I know I'm not your real dad. It's me, Clem. If you didn't recognize me, it's kind of dark in here.
And my
Yeah,
ever-changing
what are you doing
affectation.
here?
Yeah, and you'll have to excuse my ever-changing affectation, as it does change from game to game. But I know I'm not your real dad, but I told your mom all these D&D games would lead to satanic worshiping.
Caden turns and he's backed up against the thing. You don't understand. You're not my real dad.
Well, your
This
real
is how I
dad,
get fit in with my friends.
your real dad didn't have the gumption to do this. And he grabs Caden
Oh.
by the ear.
And he's like, ow, 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 and he puts his hand up to try to like take it down, but his little hands are no match for Clem's strong hands. And so he's on tiptoe, kind of being dragged by Clem.
Question, is Clem dirtier than Caden?
Oh, way dirtier.
Oh yeah.
Like, significantly, like, you can tell his career, whatever it is, keeps
He's-
him
yeah.
much dirtier, and he does not judge Caden for. In fact, Caden's clean compared to, like, he did his
Aw.
bath time.
Digging up
Caden
sandworms,
is fairly clean
obviously.
compared to everybody else.
And you hear the deep thudding of footsteps trailed by like little tiptoes trying to keep
Aww.
up with their ear being lifted.
All right. And
Thank you
is
for the
door
donation.
open, or is it shut? The door is left open or shut?
I think it'd be left open. Clem's just trying to
Okay.
get his stepchild out of this satanic. There's no room for courtesy.
R.I.P. Caden and Aiden. Aiden by way of Brayden and Caden by way of Clem. So the doggo is still standing there. He has watched this encounter, and he's like, "Ruh-roh, someone was a bad boy."
I go over and pat Doggo. I'm like, yeah, but you're a good boy.
The doggo still thuds on the floor. Thank you. Yes, I am a good boy. I am a very good boy.
But remember, we are your oppressor.
Yes, oppressor. And he gives a big doggy style advance, and he nuzzles you with his head.
Aw.
Since he is a big dog and does not really know his strength, give me a dexterity roll to avoid falling over.
No.
That's a 1.
You fall
Oh
over.
no.
The doggo nuzzles you so hard that you fall over.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I am the oppressor.
Yes, oppressor.
Eating
You are a
cough
good
up
oppressor.
dust.
Good oppressor.
Good oppressor. Oh.
What do we do now, oppressor? The tail thumps.
Ugh.
Doggo, now's your chance. All the smells, that door we didn't hear shut, must be open. You
Run for freedom.
run and live your best life and meet me. Oh shoot. I don't know if I have anything that smells like the garden. Oh,
It's
okay.
okay. And the doggo begins to sniff you very hard in earnest, sniffing you up and down, like really memorizing your scent just sniffing you all the way. I will find you. Oppressor, I will find you. I know your smell.
Be free, doggo.
The doggo looks at you kind of anxiously, and whines. Are you sure I'm not a bad boy if I run?
No, you're a good boy. Just get out of here, you stupid animal.
little cat paw.
I'm a good
goes up
boy,
to wipe
and he
away a tear.
charges. He charges as fast as he can through the door, running, tail wagging, tongue in the breeze, drool kind of slobbering behind him, into the sun, into the tall grass of this abandoned house, and he is gone.
I
You
turn
have
away
freed
from the rest.
Murdoch the doggo.
Yes, I turn away from the rest of the group like I'm not crying.
He bites his paw.
Yeah. It's so dusty in here.
Can I come out of my vase and bat the spiders underneath a dresser or shelf or something? The spiders
You can
Caden
go
brought.
ahead and roll. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go ahead and roll for that.
You?
They're quite large spiders.
4.
All right. So you successfully knock the spiders off the desk, but once you do so and they hit the ground, they kind of, one of their legs twitches.
Oh no.
And there's kind of like almost like a stretching thing, as if the spider had been playing dead.
Oh.
And the spider pops up and skitters back up the wall, and then across and into the cat fur.
Into what? Oh, the dog fur?
The cat fur.
I immediately
dog fur.
see motion and try to go for one of them.
Uh,
That's a 6.
Woo!
All right.
I
you
just
catch
want to
the
make sure
spider
it
that
wasn't
is
my
still on the
cat
ground.
fur. He just went on.
No.
Are we
The cat fur that's not attached to anybody.
Got it.
And by
Well, the
that, I
dog
mean
fur
the
that's
dog.
pretending to be cat fur.
Cat fur.
Yes, the dog fur that is pretending to be cat fur.
So, we
So-
It's a character
One-
in its own.
yeah.
One of the spiders has been killed by
I
Fishbone.
would like to be clear. I'm not trying to kill it. I'm trying to
okay,
just
not
bat it around a little bit. Like I caught it and
Don't kill it right away.
It's
We're not
still
crazy.
kind of like the second one that hasn't moved yet. It's still like kind of. It didn't get all the way dead. It just kind of got squished a little, and so he's still kind of like coming back to life or waking up, and then he's being batted around by this big thing. He's just like tries to stretch a leg, and he's like, ah! Tries to stretch a leg, and ah! And he eventually just kind of curls up, and he's like, I'm dead. I'm dead. Doesn't move.
I'm just laying there like, yeah.
All right, you hear footsteps approaching. You are each allowed 2 actions before the door will open.
Okay. I'll just roll a mundane hide. Are we doing a thing with this pipes yet?
I think we're
You
about
will
to.
hold.
All right,
5.
you successfully hide.
I do Silk in the Breeze to hide somewhere so I can still see everything.
All
I
right.
actually just fell asleep where I was already hiding.
And I am too damn entertained by this spider.
All right. The door opens and in walks Brayden, Jaden, and Missy. Jaden is holding a jar that now contains 7 ants. And his head is kind of hung. Missy looks very proud and sure of herself. And Brayden just looks angry, like the little shit that he is. And he's like, if you hadn't screwed up, Jaden, we would have ladybugs. The spell said ladybugs. You're lucky that I'm letting us do it with ants. And Jaden's like, I know. It was just like that. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I said I was sorry. And Missy's like, yeah, Jaden, why couldn't you do anything right? And he's like, aren't you the one that brought back not dry leaves when the spell calls for dry leaves? And she's like, yeah, but I got the right ones eventually.
If a cat could go,
And they walk-
you would hear Fishbone going, oh.
Brayden approaches the bench and he checks the things. And are you still kind of batting the spider?
Oh yeah.
He sees the motion and he looks down, and he's like, he's quiet for a minute. He's like, "Here, kitty, kitty." And Missy is like, "No, leave him alone. Look, we've already got cat fur. Look, Caden must have done his job. Look, there's just all of it here." And he's like, and Braden's like, "Yeah, but we don't know that it's fresh or that it's from the tail."
Oh man.
I hear the here kitty kitty, and I'm spending a point for this cat has claws to
Yep.
inflict
Yeah.
debilitating physical. It
So-
says or emotional harm to the enemy.
As he reaches for you, and he's trying to act like he's a nice human, but like, you know, he's a little shit.
Yeah.
What do you do?
So I am not going for debilitating physical damage because I think the true power is emotional damage. I act friendly at first, like letting him, reach into the cat's trap.
He goes to pet your head, and with the other hand kind of tries to slide his hand down your back towards your tail.
Oh, I know. I immediately roll over on my back, acting like I want some tummy pets, acting a little coy.
He grins and he's like, "Stupid cat, this is so easy." And he, with one hand, reaches to pet your belly fur, and with the other, grabs a small tuft of fur from your tail. He has not pulled it out yet.
Okay. With the hand that's touching my belly, I latch on with every appendage, foreclaws and teeth, sinking deep.
He screams and tries to free his hand at first, but you are on there like a tick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you rolling?
I'm rolling to hold on.
Yep.
All right.
Is this the cue?
Oh no, it's 2.
Oh no, reroll.
2.
Oh
You have a
yeah, I'm
reroll.
gonna spend my
got
1
reroll.
reroll. Thank you, Ari. Erase that from my notes.
Yeah.
If he's within range, I'm going to evoke Kitty No and destroy the pipe.
And I got a 1 on the reroll.
Oh no.
I told you this dice
All
wasn't
right.
gonna do me good.
So you do manage to cause some wounds on this boy's arm, because one does not simply reach to a kitty's belly without consequence, not even if the kitty rolls a 1. Like, I'm sorry, it's a rule of my entire universe is if you touch a kitty belly and the kitty belly doesn't want it, there's a price to pay, and the price is in blood and flesh. So
if it's not to the cat, it's to your god.
Yep. He does manage to get a small tuft of fur, but he has sacrificed a few drops of blood, and there's a little bit of skin where one of your claws hooked in that will have to be dealt with later. So he is bleeding, and he's like, "Oh, stupid cat, you're such a..." And he's like, "Now we know that we have the right thing."
I revel in it though. I'm like, yes, the taste of the oppressors.
Not in range of the pipe yet.
Oh, okay.
So if you would like to hold that,
I will.
Until he is in range of the pipe.
All right. Get him towards the pipe.
He sighs and he looks at the materials. He's like, "Okay, we've got the dried leaves, we've got the bugs, we've got the cat fur, we've got the candles." Okay, the candles are there. All that's left is for us to recite the incantation, replace the candles, check that all the lines are right, and then I will use some of this blood, which now I guess I don't have to use that knife, so thank you, cat.
Damn it.
And we will summon this demon.
Two little furry paws are flipping him the bird.
Missy begins to check the chalk lines with great disdain because there is a lot of cat pee there.
Mhm.
There is so much cat pee.
Um,
And so she's like, "Can't you make Jaden do it, please?" And he's like, "I said what I said. Jaden, get the bowl." And so Jaden goes, gets a big ceramic bowl, and Missy she's very wary of you, Fishbone. If you are still seen and out,
Oh
she
yeah.
is very careful to stay well away from you. Because she is wearing shorts, and if you come for her legs, you know. So
I, I
ahead.
if I use my gift ground control, force an enemy agent away from a place I can see, can I like jump out and like scare them to get them under the pipe?
Possibly. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I want to do that.
All right. So as she's going over one of the lines that Wheezy really, really did a number on.
Hold on.
Yeah, she does manage to get the line drawn. And with that, the pentagram is now fixed. But as you jump out, she drops the chalk and squeaks and skitters backwards towards Brayden. Like, ah! Oh, it's just a fucking cat. And
Can I jump
Brayden
out
kind
too
of looks-
on the other side? She's like, oh, it's another
Sure.
fucking cat.
Sure, go ahead.
Kind of like
Four.
the Halloween episode of
All right,
Community.
that's successful.
Yeah.
So she squeals again and she moves a little further back. She's closer to the pipe now, but Jaden and Brayden are not quite there yet. She's like, it's another fucking cat. Where did all these cats come from? How did they get in here? Did you leave the door open? And Jaden's like, no, I wouldn't leave the door open. Like, no. Well, you were the last one in here, weren't you? Well, no, I don't know. I mean, no one was here when I left. Hey guys, you hear Brayden speak up. Where's Murdoch? And the room is silent. They look down, they see the chewed collar.
In my mouth and
the-
down with the oppressors, which comes out of
in your mouth.
a little
They see Fishbone with the collar, and Brayden's like, he fixes you with the nastiest look. And he's like, you stupid cat, you even know how much I loved that dog. The dog was my best friend.
Don't
It
deserve
doesn't
best
matter.
friends.
You are lucky I've got something to do.
Where is his BB gun at this point? Where's the Red Rider?
He doesn't have it.
Oh.
He just has a bloody arm. He doesn't have his BB gun on him.
Okay.
He says to Jaden, Jaden, replace the candles and light them.
What
I
was
think-
going on with the plot to move someone to the water?
Yeah.
So Missy is very close to the pipe. And at this point, she's freaked out by the fact that cats have just appeared from nowhere. So she's like kind of grabbed Brayden's arm on one side, not the injured one. And she's kind of tugging him back towards the wall where Mordecai is, near where the pipe is. But Brayden's being kind of stubborn. And he's also still mixing things together in this bowl.
I think I'm gonna evoke my gift of omen, where you hear as I try to cast my voice towards the behind them, as it were.
Missy's like hair on her neck stands up, and she is like, okay, I'm out. You know what? I thought this was weird. I knew it was weird. When you were like, oh, I'm going to use my blood. But you know what? I'm out. Goodbye. Don't talk to me ever again. When you see me at school, you don't know me. Goodbye. And she is gone out through the door.
Yes.
Brayden, he's made of a little stronger stuff, but he is starting to feel shaken. like he's not sure he should be messing with forces he doesn't understand. And right now, all he can focus on is stirring the bowl. He is still in his spot. Jaden has put the candles up and has lit them. And he comes back towards Brayden and he hears your growl. And he's like, hey, dude, I don't know about this. Like, you know, I was on board, but Missy left and, you know, Caden and Aiden are gone and we're supposed to have 5 people for the spell anyway. And now it's just the 2 of us. That doesn't seem really safe. Plus, do you hear that? Like, I think we need to not be here.
While they're arguing and distracted, can I try putting out the candles? I really want Jaden to get the full force of Brayden's wrath.
Go ahead and roll. But since it's fire, roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because there is an active flame.
It was a 6 and a 1, so 1.
All right. So
Oh,
the candle wobbles. The candle wobbles and wax drips on the floor. And you just think that it's going to go, but then it rights itself. And it just vibrates.
I'm all waxy.
I'm gonna evoke my last dark gift. I jump down from the pipe, and fire kindles in my very bright golden eyes.
And with that, Jaden is gone. Jaden is gone. And Braylon is backing up away from you, hurriedly mixing. And he starts chanting in some made-up language. He's like, and the flames whoosh. And he drops the bowl and breaks it in the center as your growl reaches a fever pitch. And he just kind of loses his ability to, you know, he thought he was a tough guy, but this cat just seems like it's possessed. And with the breaking of the bowl on the ground, the room goes dark, the flames go out, and you all hear a deep voice. Who calls me?
We haven't broken the water pipe yet, right?
No.
Haven't broken the water pipe yet.
I turned to Mordecai. I'm like, "Cuz the pipe. It'll at least mess up the chalk."
Is it within line of sight of the chalk, or rather within range of the chalk? Okay,
within the range of the chalk.
Cat power ho, Kitty no.
Kitty no. The pipe bursts and water sprays forth. It even is strong enough to hit Brayden, who screams like a girl. And the voice is like, ugh, he's on foul spirit. And a wave of force smacks Brayden and pushes him into the wall, and he hits and falls down, and he is unconscious. You see in the darkness an actual full-size Chinese dragon begins to appear. The water is forming his body, and he steps in watery steps over the pentacle, and he looks at you, Mordecai. Did you call me, small cat?
No, that idiot over there that you have accosted did.
Seems like he deserved accosting. Should I eat him?
I don't care. He's a
Fishbone's in the
garbage
corner,
can
like,
anyways.
yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't know when. This is his first bath, and who knows when.
It's fair.
Bath? Does he not bathe?
We don't
We
think
all-
so.
We all shake our heads.
I bathe more than
What
he
are the
does.
four of you doing here?
Saving the neighborhood.
The neighborhood. How friendly of you. Wouldn't Mr. Rogers be proud?
I didn't know they
Another
had Mr.
oppressor.
Rogers. Fishbone's the only creature in the world who doesn't like Mr. Rogers.
What
That
to do
puppet
with the
cat
four of
He's like, I
mocking,
you?
prefer Bob Ross.
mocking
Uh,
our likelihood with that damn puppet.
I pull another
What to
crystal
do
from
with
my
the
thing.
four of you? The crystal?
I pull a crystal out that kind of smells like catnip, and I hold it with my paw. You will have what he has wrought. Leave the rest of us in peace.
He sniffs the crystal, kind of looking disinterested. You are adorable, small cat. But I could eat you as easily as I could eat him. Now, why are you really all here? Cats working together? Particularly a specimen such as yourself? Looks at Fishbone. What manner of thing, other than this boy? What has this boy done to deserve your wrath? And why has he called me?
Look here, cuz. You ever lost an eye? You ever lost a sibling?
Or
That
lost
one
your
there.
I'm
house?
an only
Your
child.
abandoned house?
Lost your home? Where's your home? Some fucking pond? Sorry for the language.
A pond? I am a dragon of the East River.
Ah,
I live in the river.
imagine
No one
losing
can
your
take the
eye
river
and your
from me.
river. That one there has squandered it all and taken it from us.
I see. So he has taken your home and you live in this dump?
Not anymore, sister.
No, it's our retreat. It's our sanctuary, and he took it and defiled it.
He broke my box.
He broke.
And he
Your
broke
box.
his box.
Your box.
My
Hmm.
Took our houses away.
was from the
Did you
land
do
of
anything
Zon.
else?
Zon.
He is but a child.
With
I don't know if I
thumbs.
can crunch a child as you know, they go straight to the hips. Moment on the lips, forever on the hips.
I will not tell anyone of your indulgence.
Well, perhaps for now we will just do this. And as the dragon waves one arm, water surrounds Brayden's unconscious form. And it's almost like you've got scrubbing bubbles going, just for like a minute. So it's not like he's going to drown in this. He's just very vigorously being washed. And the door flips open. And as he is still encased in water, the dragon does let his head have room so that he can breathe. The dragon throws him out and allows him to land somewhat gently in the tall grass, but makes sure that all of the water crashes onto him, and then turns his attention to you. If this small child had the power to summon me, I don't quite know what he thought he was doing. I would have eaten him, but he is too small. I will grant you for a boon, one to each of you, and a gift. You may ask for your boon, but I will give you your gifts. And he reaches, and it's like he unzips a pocket of space time, and you see the cosmos, the abyss, all of these colors swirling together with sparkles. And he reaches inside, and he pulls out a pristine, perfectly shaped, exact copy, right down to the atom cardboard Amazon box and
Ooh.
offers it to Mordecai.
There's like, I don't think cats have like distinctive tear ducts as much as humans do, but a well of tears is just coming down.
Oh.
And
Yes.
for you, little mammal, he turns to Fishbone.
Mhm.
He considers you for a moment. He reaches into the space-time pocket and pulls out a packet. It is tied together with string that is easily, like if you bite it, it will undo itself, but also if you paw it and push on it, it will self-heal. And it is a packet of papers on freedom and
Oh.
your rights as a cat. Your rights and you.
I
He reaches-
greedily
he
grab
turns-
it and start flipping through pages like, oh yeah, this is good stuff.
he turns to Louise and he reaches into the pocket of space-time and he pulls out a crystal on a fine ribbon and he holds it out to her and lets her grab it before reaching in and getting another. Give one of these to your sister and tie one about your neck. Whatever you see, your sister will also see, and she will be able to have her depth perception restored.
Aww.
Binks. He reaches in.
Well,
And he
while the
pulls out.
dragon's reaching in, I like pass some literature over to Wheezy. Like, well, if she can see again, maybe she should check out.
Oh my god.
The
Shameless.
dragon reaches into the space-time pocket of Abyss and pulls out another ribbon on which there is a tiny, bright crystal. And he hands it to Binks. Wear this whenever you desire to nap in a sunny spot, and a sunny spot will appear perfectly warm, perfectly sized for the duration that you would like it to appear.
This is beautiful.
Now, what would you like for your boons? I can imbue you with magic. I can change your appearance. I can give you a wish. But do be careful of wishes. They are finicky.
This isn't my wish, but my first thought was to become the president of the U.S.
Oh,
Become
no.
the oppressor.
Hey, maybe
You know what?
start small. Be
I know
the
it.
mayor in Alaska.
That's oh yeah, my boon, I want to be the governor of Alaska, a safe haven, the oppressor
The
of a
dragon looks
small.
at you and he nods, and you feel something that feels almost like a mantle settle upon your kitty shoulders. And you now know that the people have decided to be done with the governor of Alaska. And they have elected you, Fishbone. They have chosen you, Fishbone, because they have realized that humans are awful. And the only true way forward is to eschew humanity and follow catmanity. And you now are secure in the knowledge that you are the governor of Alaska.
Next stop presidency, baby. I've seen what they vote for. No bar to jump over.
All
got
I
this.
ask is I never want to see the bottom of my food bowl again.
Ooh.
You feel a warm feeling fill your chest. And you are now secure in the knowledge that you will never see the bottom of your food bowl again. And the dragon says, it is done.
I will never starve.
Even for a minute.
Mhm.
I will defer to Wheezy.
I want my owners to acquire the abandoned house next to my house and renovate it into a giant catio for me and my sister.
That is a big ask. The dragon is quiet for a moment.
Unlike being the governor.
Bigger ass than being the governor of
Worst,
Alaska.
worst
well,
case
you
scenario,
see-
the dragon turned me into Sarah Palin. Okay.
Exactly. So you have asked for your humans to do the work, which is what is tripping the dragon up.
Oh, got it.
So the dragon sits for a moment, and for one moment, all four of you levitate. It is not unpleasant. You're just sitting on a cushion of air. And Louise, as you look around, you see things suddenly becoming fixed. The burst pipe heals itself. The spider webs and the dust is all cleared out. Carpet has been laid on the ground. Walls are painted. Windows are rehung and made with better glass. There's a screen door in addition to the door. Now, there are windows that will open and allow for entrance in and out. It is not quite a furnished building yet, but it has functioning water, functioning electric. It has good bones again. And you feel as you settle back down onto the now carpet floor, you feel a warmth in your chest, as though you know somewhere something good has happened. And you now are secure in the knowledge that your humans have acquired this house. And while this is not yet a catio, it is on its way to becoming a catio.
Nice.
The dragon looks at you and says, "Will this do?"
Louise just stares around gape mouthed and is like,
Mordecai ponders the boon request for a moment. His deep gold eyes kind of just stare off in the distance. I don't desire anything, Spirit. May I ask on behalf of another?
I suppose there's nothing going against it. Go ahead.
My benefactor, Melissa.
Hmm?
She is struggling with her crystal wares in her shop. I ask that she gets a bigger shop, for I love her, and I want her
Aw.
to be happy.
A bigger shop. Does she also have troubles with people coming into this shop? Do you need more people coming into this shop?
Yes.
The dragon considers your request.
"Oh."
And somewhere, you sense, through your link to your benefactor, I'm guessing that you have one,
Mm-hmm. It's my owner.
you feel a swell of happiness from the direction of your benefactor. Just a massive emotional upheaval in a positive but overwhelming way that kind of makes you want to cry. And the dragon is quiet for a moment. And the shop has now been expanded to double its size because the dragon managed to get one of your crystals on a popular Twitch stream. And
Yes.
social media has gone viral. And now many people are calling, asking her for crystals, and she is very busy. And the dragon turns to you and says, "It is done."
Thank
Now,
you, Spirit.
If you'll all excuse me, I would like to go back to my realm. And the dragon opens that same pocket of space-time, zips through it, and it closes behind him.
But before it closes, I'll even roll for it. I want to go. Before you go, I have some literature for you.
Roll for it.
It's a 3.
You successfully sneak the pamphlet into the abyssal portal.
Same
But-
looking.
You will not know if the dragon has received it or read
They'll read it when they have time. It's fine.
it. All right. Congratulations. You have foiled the plot of Brayden and the demon, who turned out to be a friendly dragon.
Sounds like all we we
Um,
got some gifts, but it sounds like all we did is keep Braden from getting eaten.
And my first motion as governor,
You also got the doggo free.
No, that's true.
It's true.
That's true.
I banned Braden Murphy and Braden's mom from Alaska.
Since you're governor, it takes.
Nice.
Do you guys go outside? Do you want to have any post-kitty wrap-up, redrawing of territory maps, or discussions about that?
Well,
I leave a deed for Valentina for my good mouse hunting allotment, and start to make my kitty way to Alaska.
wait, do you find what's his name? What was the dog's name?
Oh yeah,
Murdoch.
Do you
I
find
So,
Murdoch and
I
invite him
know
to be your
his
Are
name's
you
Murdoch.
outside now?
deputy governor?
DebGov coming on up.
I mean, he is an Alaskan Malamute, so it's just like he's coming
So-
home.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Where he belongs.
as soon as you find Murdoch, or Murdoch finds you, he sits down in front of you and he's like, "Hello, oppressor," and his tail thumps on the ground. Where are we going, oppressor?
I
Going
affix
on a homeward bound style journey. Let's go.
we go to Braden's house, steal his sled, even though it's not snowy. I'm like, mush, doggo,
Oh my god.
north to Alaska.
Yes.
Murdoch is so excited to be pulling something that he is panting and drooling, and he is excited as you are getting him attached to the sled. As you steal the sled, he is very excited. He's like, "Oh boy, I am so good at pulling. I am so good at pulling, oppressor. I am so good at pulling. Let me show you how good I am at pulling." And when you
Oh,
finally
God.
say mush, he goes off like a shot, even though you guys are on grass. I don't know how you're holding on to this sled, but roll to hold on to the sled.
Cat
Oh, no.
claws, come on. 3.
You
Barely.
successfully are able to barely hold on to the sled as Murdoch goes full speed forward through any obstacle, through many brambles, through whatever. But you're on your way to Alaska. Once you hit snow, the ride will smooth out.
Alaska finally gets a stable government.
Yay!
Yay.
Those of you with humans, as it gets dark, you might hear them calling you in. Do you listen?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I need I'm gonna get me some of that refilling kibble and take a sunshine nap.
All right.
Yeah, I always go in around this time just to eat some kibble and steal my sister's wet food and get yelled at for being all gray again.
Mordecai, have you returned to
yeah.
your benefactor?
I go back and I curl up in my benefactor's lap.
Aw.
When you go back, she has closed the shop, but she pets you and she's like, "Mordecai, there were so many people today. We are going to have to charge so many more crystals. We are half out of stock. Do you realize that?" And she's petting you kind of as she's nervously talking.
Aw.
And it's like, it's just so unexpected. And with that, you
yeah.
all find your happy spots, and you all are safe and secure in the knowledge that your territory is your own again, and you have successfully gotten rid of the enemy.
Yay!
Yay.
Woo!
weeks later, each cat's household receives a pamphlet that says "Come to
Oh,
Kitty,
no.
Alaska" instead of Sunny, Alaska, or something like towns used to advertise. It's like "Come to Kitty, Alaska," where no human is an oppressor,
Oh my goodness.
and the salmon is fresh.
Mm.
All right, that concludes our adventure. I
Woo!
think that puts a nice little bow on it.
Yay!
Good job, guys.
Alrighty. And now for the outro, I guess. I was Mellie Leah. You can find me on
Woo!
Instagram at Mellie_Leah_. Right now it's mostly pictures of ice on an ankle and cat photos, but you will see more resin art. And if you would like to perhaps own some resin art of your own, you should enter our raffle by donating, and you might get a piece.
Yay!
Now let's thank our lovely players, starting with Zoob.
Hello, I am Zoob the Mad. You can follow me on Twitter at MadZoob, Zoob. You can also check out our podcast, thebrokenlords.com. And with that, I leave the floor to others.
Well
Squeaky.
done.
Oh,
Before
you
it-
said Squeaky. I'm sorry, I didn't
I
hear my name.
did.
I was listening. I actually was listening. But anyway, hi, I'm Squeaky or Kimberly or whatever. I've gone by many names over the years. I am with the OD&D folks. I will take any opportunity to talk about this stupid cat. So she's the best. She's eating. What are you eating? She was literally eating something off the floor. Fucking weirdo. Yeah, I do OD&D stuff. I play games on Twitch with Dan, and that's about it. I have a Twitter. I think it's Squeaktastic. I have an Instagram. It's RMCFAGEN42, but I haven't posted in like 2 years, so whatever. Yep, the end.
All right, Ari.
I'm Ari.
Ari, sorry.
Oh, either way. I
Alright.
just don't ever call myself Ari, but I'll answer to it. I am same as Kimberly in the OD&D podcast. I helped found this Meowrathon because so we have 8 cats in our house right now. 2 are fosters, and the other 6 are were foster. Well, no, our 4 were fosters, and we ended up adopting them. And then my sister-in-law and her son adopted 2 more, but they're all from Simply Cats. And so we just wanted to make some money for them to keep them going and save more kitties. So, yay. Thank you, Mellie, by the way.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing.
Thank you,
very
Mellie. This was awesome.
Josh.
I don't really have anything to promote beyond being part of the OD&D crew as well. Watchers here caught a little glimpse of the character style of Clem in our Deadlands game. And I love RPGs and animals, so this will be my 3rd year playing, and a little later tonight, my 3rd year hosting, which a couple of the folks on here are going to join for that. So,
Woo.
Ooh.
Alrighty, thank you all for letting me DM for you. This was my first time live streaming a DM.
Nice.
So,
it was
Wow.
great.
Yeah,
hey,
you did fine.
I can talk English. So thank you for being patient with me. And I'll give it over to Dan.
Yes, thank you for very last minute doing a game.
Within,
You did a really good job for
Yep.
putting it together in under an hour.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
You did a great job regardless, but
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
speed was even more impressive.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Stay tuned in about, what time is it now? In about an hour and a half-ish, we'll have Thirsty Sword Lesbians with Danny. The
Yay.
Tobin's Cafe is what it's titled. And that should be interesting. I've never heard of this game, but it looks like it's going to be just as much of a blast as any of the other ones we've had today.
Yay.
Thanks again, everyone who donated.
Woo.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.